What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trizzle Trey with Triz Tech and Electronics. I know I took a little bit of a break here. Haven't been on or posted a video in a week or so, but I had a few things pop up that kind of kept me away from it for a little bit. But I am back. I am here to talk about my favorite apps on iPad, my favorite Cydia Apps and Tweaks, as well as my favorite Apple AppStore applications for iPad. I did the Tweaks and Apps force from Cydia on the iPhone last week, and so I figured that I would post one on the iPad. I do use my iPad a lot. I don't use it as much as my iPhone, but I do use it a lot for school and, you know, working when I'm on the go. If you guys haven't checked out the new Triz Tech and Electronics website, there's a portion dedicated on there that I do all of from either my iPhone or my iPad. And it's called Tech on the Go, and I do it, you know, looking around when I see something cool on the go or whatever. I do it all from the iPad or my iPhone so that I don't have to do it from a computer and can do it immediately if I see something cool. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. If you guys haven't, you should definitely cruise over to the Triz Tech website. Go to my channel, and it is in the description about Triz Tech and Electronics, so definitely check that out. But back to this, you know, I use a lot of the apps that came on it on the iPad originally, like Facetime, the Message Center. I do like forwarding my iMessages to my iPad if I'm, you know, working in my office or whatever, so that I don't have to mess around fully with my phone. I can do them from my iPad. I really do like that feature. An application out of the App Store that I use a whole lot is Evernote. Evernote is a life-saving note-taking application. I use it on my iPad, my iPhone, and my MacBook Pro. It works really, really well. It's cool because it works across all those platforms. You change something on either one of them, whether it's the phone, the iPad, or the Mac, and it will be changed on all of the devices and platforms. It's really, really cool, really handy. I use it a lot for structuring my YouTube videos, as well as the website work that I do, and edit or changes that I need to make or whatever that I take note of in the middle of the night. Boom, pop open my iPad, and I use Evernote. With that said, a couple of the apps from the App Store that I use is Evernote. Socialcam, I use Socialcam a lot. If you guys have noticed, I've posted some videos on YouTube straight from Socialcam from my iPhone or my iPad. And what I do those for is if I need to just do a quick video, you know, or I'm away from my camera and my computer, I just pop open my iPhone 4S or my iPad, videotape myself real quick, pop it to Socialcam, and then share it to YouTube so that you guys can see it as well. Twitter, Facebook, all of those other social networking sites I use a lot that are out of the App Store. I do not use Google+, the mobile iOS app. I do not like it. I don't think it works well, so I just stay away from it every time. I did have it on my phone and iPad originally, but every time that I would try to sign in or do anything, it would just crash, so I just gave up on it. Not a huge fan of Google+ on the go. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Google+ in general, but I will do another video about that. I have a whole big story to talk about with that. But programs out of there, I use HootSuite. I use that for all of my social networking sites. You know, Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, my Facebook fan page are all controlled from HootSuite. HootSuite is an amazing application. You can get it out of the App Store. I also use it on my MacBook Pro and my iPhone. You can post status updates to it, and it will post to all of your social networks that you have synced to it. Really, really handy app. If you have not used it before, definitely go check it out. It's called Hoot-Sweet, and it is an amazing application. It keeps everything sorted very, very well, and I really, 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 really enjoy it. Out of the App Store as well, I have a few games, of course. The Angry Birds games, Angry Birds Space. I don't have Rio or Seasons on here. I do have those on my iPhone. Infinity Blade, awesome game. I actually like to play it more on the iPhone than the iPad, but it's on here anyway. And this game right here is called Subway Surfer. This game is unbelievable. It's absolutely just epic. It is probably it's my favorite mobile game right now, and it is unbelievably simple, but it will keep you entertained for hours. We have Minecraft over here. You know, you've seen this game blowing up. It is a fun game. I haven't gotten hugely into it, but I have checked it out because there was so much talk about it. But, you know, I think it's a little bit more than it's cracked up to be. I don't really think that it's as addicting as everybody else does, but it is a good game. Out of the App Store, I also use CamWow and CamWow Retro, Instagram, Camera Plus. Those are camera applications. I'm sure you guys know about them. There's Facebook camera on here as well. All of those are camera applications, social networking sites that you take pictures of yourself. You can change them around with filters that are embedded inside the application, and then upload your pictures to their social network, as well as share it with Facebook, Twitter, whatever. So really cool apps. Facebook camera only works with Facebook, but the other ones work across platform. This one is Vidi, same kind of deal as Socialcam. I do not like it as well, so I use Socialcam a lot more. You know, Facebook, Game Center, of course. You can't forget Game Center, which comes on it. That's basically the applications that I use on a daily basis, besides Safari, your mail app, things of that nature. But other than that, those are the ones that I use the most. Now we shift gears a little bit and go to the Cydia ones. You know, we have in the app stores here, we have the regular app store as well as the Cydia App Store. As you can see, first of all, I do have a Chicago Cubs theme on here, which you guys saw in the iPhone video that I am an avid Cubs fan, so I do have that on the back. To make these things, you see how they're all concave. This is a tweak that I use through Cydia that is absolutely amazing. And this app is called Springtomize. And Springtomize is an application that embeds directly into your settings or whatever, and you can change your animations, your capabilities, your dock, which is why it's concave, and all those things from the dock, which I showed you before, but you can change all of these things to make them to your specification. I've also gotten rid of all of the bars, blacked out the title or the notification bar, as well as the status bar, because I do think that it shows the reflections a little bit better. As you can see in this one, as well as my iPhone, I did change the carrier emblem to Trizzle. You could do that through Springtomize or that application that I showed you on the iPhone called Fake Carrier, which is in the Cydia App Store. You can use it through Fake Carrier, which I did download on here somewhere, but you can also do it straight through Springtomize. Springtomize is a lot easier to use. It is a paid-for app. It is something like $2 on the Cydia App Store, but it is definitely a must-have. It can really make things a lot easier on you in the long run. Another application that I use a lot, I guess it's more of a tweak than an application. I talked about Springtomize, but it is called Quasar, and it is a tweak. I think it's called Quasar. I will put the name in the description below, along with all the rest of the apps and tweaks that I will be talking about today. But with this tweak, what you do is you can get it out of the Cydia App Store, and what it is you can be multitasking. You can open up Evernote, right, and see how it's all super tiny. You can move it over here. Now you're at the home, you think that it has disappeared. It really hasn't. Hit Socialcam. You know, it could pop up over here. And we hit it down, they both go away. Pop up Twitter. See, now you have all of these open at the same time. You can bounce back and forth. You can make them bigger or smaller if you would like to. You can make them full screen. Hit the home button to make them small again. Or you can close them. It's really cool, and it works both landscape or vertical. So it is pretty cool. You know, you can do that with any app. You can keep them full screen or make them smaller, move them around. Really, really cool multitasking tool. It's called Quasar. I will put it in the description below along with the rest of them. Another one, an application that I use out of Cydia App Store considerably is this ProTube app. It is a YouTube application, third party through Cydia, but it is so much better than the stock YouTube app on the device itself, on any iOS device. YouTube on iOS devices is crap, in my opinion. ProTube, free application. It's called ProTube HD for iPad or just ProTube for iPhone, and it's epic. It's so much better. It's a lot more like surfing YouTube or checking things out on a desktop or a laptop or a computer, whatever. Other than that, let's see, what else applications do we use considerably? You can't forget things like Winterboard and things like that, which I discussed in the iPhone video, are also applicable to this. I've used most of them, as you can see, as well. But the main adjustment and thing that you really need to download if you have jailbroken your iPad is Springtomize. Springtomize makes you be able to customize this to the utmost. You can actually fit up to 10 applications inside your status bar with it, as I talked about before. There's a bunch of different things. I don't have a lot of applications on my iPad because I try to make it stay a little bit more homey and not try to make it, you know, too outlandish or anything. But the applications that I do have are, you know, significantly fun. And these are the ones that I use all the time. I do have a lot more, but I don't want to bore you guys with them. This is just the basis. These are, you know, the ones that I do use most often. And I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It's not super outlandish or anything, but it is a quick overview. And if I do think of anything that I haven't, I will post you know, like a video response or something to let you guys know about some more applications. If you have any questions about any of it, please don't hesitate to leave feedback, comment me below, email me, Facebook fan page, don't forget about that, definitely cruise over there, Triz Tech and Electronics Facebook fan page, like that, helps me out a lot. But if you have enjoyed this video, I know it's kind of short, straight to the point, not a lot of information, but I did show you guys things that I do use on my iPad every day. So please, if you enjoyed this, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that little like button down below at the bottom of the screen or in the top right hand part of the video viewing area. With that said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and likes, favorites, shares, all those things are greatly appreciated. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.